Ladies and gentlemen, on we go with our next contest. Luke, Funchal Madeira, thank you. And Masher in business as well. Presenting now, Duane Green.
Here comes Duane Green. He always comes to fight, Duane Green. Be a good test this for Danny Roberts.
This is my karaoke song.
You're going to sing it then?
Ready? Where it began, I can't begin to know when. Oh, what happened there? Is that my voice?
Yeah, they've cut you off, mate. They gave you 2 lines.
No way. What a song. What a song.
And opposing Duane, here is Danny Roberts.
And here comes Danny Roberts. One thing you know about Danny Roberts,
Oh, yeah,
he's going to have massive support. Go on, Masher.
Here we go. I can't read on it. Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but that I know it's growing strong. It was in the spring, and spring became a summer. Who would believe you come along? Sorry, Dan. Sorry, Dan.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest on this marathon evening of boxing is 4 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the black colour shorts trimmed with a lime green. At the weight, he's scaled 11 stone even. Presenting from Norwich, Norfolk, here is Duane Green. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the white and silver coloured shorts. At the weight, he scaled 11 stone, 3 pounds, 4 ounces. Presenting from Isle of Man, here is Danny Boy Roberts. Timekeeper the bell is Phil Morris from Liverpool. Anfield's star referee Mark Lyson is in charge of the action.
Okay, boys, both know the rules. Good luck to you both.
Here we go then with Danny Roberts. And just before we kick this one off, we mentioned Craig Derbyshire before. He's just won his 2nd Central Area title, beating George Brennan 97-93 in the Macron Stadium. What a huge win that is for him. We talked about how good these journeymen are when they fight for these titles. That's the 2nd weight. He's won a Central Area title in now, so congratulations to him and his team. Back on with this one. Danny Roberts has really been impressing every time he's been in the ring.
He looks strong, doesn't he, Danny?
Yeah, experienced amateur. He's got a massive following as well. He's certainly someone to look out for in the future.
You know when you've got a good following like that, you know they're going to go far, don't you?
Yeah, people don't just turn out for fighters with no talent. Gotta be careful what I'm saying with you next to me.
He looks at he looks at an awkward kid, this Mad Dog does, doesn't he?
Yeah, and it's an interesting puzzle that Danny's going to have to solve in there. The one thing, he's very strong on the inside. When I saw him made his debut, every time he got tied up, he lands some good shots.
Who's this,
Danny on the inside.
He looks
very
solid.
well schooled.
Yeah, he does look solid, yeah. You know, Green looks like he's got dead long legs, but then he looks, his body looks short. I don't know whether it's...
Yeah, a lovely head movement from Danny Roberts. Spinning out with the feet as well.
How many fights has he had here now, Danny?
This is his 3rd.
And you can see when he is inside, the way he's leaving his head, you know, on his chest and his shoulder and the inside there, keeping it, you know, well out the way. And he's looking after himself well in the inside.
He had a very successful amateur background. And you can see it with his skills. Guarantee that was Michael Pass dropping his microphone somewhere. A lovely jab again from Danny Roberts.
It all depends, doesn't it, how Green's gonna like turn up tonight. Is he gonna want a boxing fight, mix it up with Danny, or is he gonna go into his shell?
And he's one of these fighters that really does come and bring it. You know, he doesn't usually tuck up like we've seen a couple of guys do tonight.
Oh, I don't know whether Danny landed a shot there, you know, that sort of just sent his legs a little bit disoriented. He didn't, you can see he's going behind the back of the head now, Green, so he's not happy about something. I don't know whether that was a nice shot. I couldn't see it just behind the referee. But it seemed like he got shook up a little bit. Nice inside body shot, that.
He's got lovely head movement, hasn't he, Danny Roberts?
Yeah. And it's the slip, head movement slip, and then that counter punch off it as well is nice.
Yeah, and first round in the bank. This schedule 4-rounder, super welterweight.
Yeah, he's come out Green, didn't he? Come out all confident and, you know, trying to get his head into Danny's head. You know, he stood in the centre of the ring and he give it. You know, he's got the kit on, hasn't he? He's all in nice green. He looks the part. And then I think Danny's come out there and landed a couple. He started to establish himself Green, but I think Danny's landed a couple of shots there and sort of let him know that I'm the boxer here and I'm going to dictate what's going on here as well. And Green now has to decide what he's going to do. Is he going to try and fight fire with fire, or is he just going to have to sort of go on a back foot and just try and survive?
He looks so relaxed in that corner, doesn't he, Daddy? He's barely even breathing after that first round.
You wouldn't even have think he's done around there, to be honest, mate. Yeah, you're spot on there with his head movement, mate. Just minute little movements. Then when Green threw that double jab, it was just little slips and it was just making him miss.
Yeah, he's just moving his head off the line. It's never straight. You know, he slips to the left and then back to the right, but he mixes it up as well nicely. It's not a predictable rhythm like you see a lot of fighters get into where they bob side to side.
Scott Cardle, when I was boxing him, I knew his movement. When I threw a jab, he moved to his right. He went to his right, he went back, and then to his left. It was like a little round robin. And I sort of knew that. So I knew when I was going to throw a shot. I knew what way he was going to move his head. And I knew what to sort of throw after that. And it just made it so much easy.
Yeah, and whereas on the other hand, boxing someone like Danny Roberts would be a nightmare, wouldn't it? Because you don't know where he's going after you've thrown a shot.
No, unpredictable head movement. As you say, with the likes of Carlo, you throw the jab and it'd be a slip that way, slip that way, slip that way. It was robotic.
And the key is not exaggerating it either, because like you said earlier, it's just small movements as well.
Yeah.
It's not something you pick up on often, but it's a nightmare when you're throwing shots.
You don't see it unless you're really looking for it. When Green steps forward, sometimes when he's throwing that shot, he doesn't half straighten up his front leg. His front leg is very, very straight. And you need that little bit of a bend in it, you know, just to give you that flexibility of movement. And it's sort of a bit too straight, too stiff at times. See when he steps down on it?
Nice lead backhand. That's always a sign of a good fighter as well, if they can use the backhand as a jab.
Yeah. You know, he led with an uppercut before as well, you know, a lead uppercut left hook, you know.
And we've seen a few guys telegraph those shots. But if you can just throw a short shot of the uppercut or a hook, you know, as a lead, it just gives your opponent something else to think about.
Yeah. And it land. And Danny be shorter than his opponent. His opponent have that height and reach advantage on him, and he's landing an uppercut, a lead hand uppercut.
Very good footwork as well from Danny Roberts while you were speaking then. He pivots so nicely on that front foot to get out of trouble. And then he can back it up with that strength he's got on the inside, just to push his opponent back.
Yeah, he knows how to get out of trouble here. You know, he moved left and right, backed up. Like what Green done is, Green come on him. But whereas Danny rolled, Green come too far, like, you know, just sort of smothered his own work. And that sort of like closed Danny in with his head. But what Danny done then is Danny stepped foot with his other foot, stepped forward and leaned his shoulder in and protected himself well. Do you know what I mean? So he really knows his way around the ring and he knows how to cover up in them sticky situations.
Yeah, and that's another brilliant round. Danny Roberts, in a pretty perfect career so far as a professional.
You can just see he's sort of coasting through a bit now, isn't he? He's just he's enjoying himself in there. He doesn't want to over excel himself. He's just going through the gears nice and slow. He's enjoying himself. He's trying things out in his earlier rounds. So he's in full control. He's very confident, and I think you can see that he's enjoying himself in there. He's the type of kid that likes to do the rounds in there.
Yeah, and he's still barely breathing in that corner as well. You know, nice and relaxed performance.
Bit like myself, isn't he?
The beard's probably the only slight similarity. Your beard's probably the only slight similarity you've got.
No.
And
I thought you said
I'm
a difference then, mate. Yeah, definitely not the haircut. Oh, lovely right hand. Oh, body.
Yeah, he just took his head off. Oh, and Danny Roberts is down. Bit of a push. An excited look round ringside then when he hit the canvas.
Me and Mad Dog went for the celebration there, trying to convince the ref that he got a knockdown.
You've seen them given though, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
again, that's Green's awkwardness, you know, where he rushes in, he rushes in and he bulldozes in and sort of smothers his way, but he just bulldozes in, you know, he's Mad Dog, like a madman, you know, the way he goes in, but it's dangerous because Danny just clipped him with the left hook there. He is looking, Danny, to sort of step back and clip him with a nice counter punch on the way in. He's good, he's varying up. Sometimes he's standing his ground, slipping and countering. Sometimes he's just standing there, taking and blocking the shot, and sometimes he's stepping back and countering. You know, he's mixing up really well.
you can see he's thinking about his work as well. He's not wasting any shots. Just trying to draw that lead, isn't he?
Yeah.
And the problem he's got is every time the Green throws a shot, he steps forward and closes the distance, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not in a positive way.
No, that's it. He just bulldozes in, doesn't he? And he's just, as you see, technically he's not the best Green, but he's game and he can, you know, he can obviously he can fight and his game as. But it can be a bad thing sometimes for Danny. He's got to be careful with head clashes here as well. Danny's, you know, keeping his head low, which is what he wants to do. And Green's coming in. See, Green's sort of coming in and his head's down. See, that looked like that was a head clash there, but these heads are starting to get a bit closer now.
Yeah, and it's always dangerous. We saw it before, didn't we, with Luke Willis? You know, that head clash with Des Newton was horrendous, that blood coming down his head, and it happens.
Easily, and it just changes the whole course of the fight. A nice switch there from Danny to southpaw. Just there he is now again. Now there's Mad Dog, he's off, look.
He's charging again. Oh, Danny did so well then to tuck up and then land a left hook of his own. What a finish to the round that was.
Couple of good shots there landed at the end. And Mad Dog's getting us all entertained, getting us all excited.
Take that, Tiger. On the YouTubers just put Mad Dog is code for charging lunatic.
He is nuts, isn't he? What I do like about him as well, he's sitting there in the corner and he's got his legs straight, his arms down, you know, in between his legs. And for the recovery result is really good. See where Danny's sitting with his legs bent. So what happens is it's sort of trapping the blood flow. So when you sit down and you're in the corner and you're getting your breather and your legs are straight, the blood flow's going to be quite efficient. Hands down, so the heart's not working as hard to recover. So as mad as he is, Mad Dog, he's good in the corner, he knows how to recover.
He sat there plenty of times before.
Yeah. Probably doesn't even know what the effects of what he's doing yet.
No, he's just He's just chilling out.
He's doing it right though.
Oh, nice flurry from Danny.
Yeah, I think he knows sinking them body shots in, isn't he? He's really sinking them body shots in with real intent.
I'd like to see this one over a longer distance, you know.
Yeah.
6, 8, 10, and the body shots start to have an effect. And see if Danny could break him down.
Yeah, it's just to see where he goes, because he looks a tough kid. He looks like an ex-Marine or something, doesn't he, this mad dog?
Landed a nice uppercut in there. A couple of people on the Facebook and the YouTube stream were calling for Mad Dog to throw an uppercut. It worked for him then.
And he looked for it. You could see him, you know, looking for it as well. Maybe his corners told him or whatever, but he definitely looked for that shot there. Yeah, look, he's looking for it again. Look.
See, it is the shot that could potentially land.
Yeah.
You know, if he didn't rush his work so much and actually just took half a step back, you know, he could have a bit of success here, but he's closing the distance far too quickly.
Hence the name.
Yeah.
I think he just needs that little bit, just that half a step, just give himself that little bit of space. And he'll get his shots off. He just smothers himself too much, and obviously with him being a bit taller, it's going to be a bit harder for him to get them shots off.
Nice winging right hook from Green landing.
But he's game, and this is what you want to see, don't you?
Yeah, it's another good test. You know, a lot of the guys have had good tests tonight. This is another one for Danny. He's not had it all his own way. That's a nice shot landing.
Yeah, because he's not just sitting there, and he's not just like letting him dictate things. He's actually chasing around looking, and he's really wanting to, you know, have a go. You know what I mean? And that's really making Danny really think out the box and just think, I just can't have it all my own way here. I've got to watch what's coming back.
Reminiscent of bullfighting, this, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's charging about.
Yeah. You know, he stamps that front foot down the green. You know, he really stamps that front down and really puts in that jab. And once he goes forward, there's no stopping him. There's an uppercut from Danny then.
Yeah, that's the shot that's been there for both men so far tonight. And there we have it then. And just as that bell went, Danny got a cut over the right eye.
Mad Dog. It's a good fight. He's enjoyed that, mate. Mad Dog is giving it all. Look. Oh, Mad Dog. If you missed that, guys, you missed out.
Yeah, we can't really repeat what he said, can we?
No. Make sure you catch it on VIP Live Boxing. #VIP Boxing, get on it. Look at him, look. He wants to go again. Throw him a bone. I love characters like that. You need them in boxing. You need them in life.
MC Michael Passel announced the result as referee Mark Lyson brings both fights to the middle of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing action, star referee Mark Lyson has scored this particular contest 39 points to 38 points for your winner. Hailing from the Isle of Man, Danny Roberts.
There we have it then. 39-38 on
And
the
let's hear a
scorecard.
fine effort also from Duane Green.
Danny Roberts winning by a point. We had it more comfortable than that, but a win's a win. Oh, Mad Dog still smiling, posing for photos. He's a very good opponent for these prospects to have. Enjoyed watching him tonight.
Family time, mate.